Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to get out a Father's Day message to all the fathers out there, as well as my father. When I think about my father growing up, the one thing that hit me as I was thinking about what I was going to say today is that my father never sat me down and talked to me about work ethic and hard work. He never said, son, which, yes, he does call me son, and I love that. He never said, son, let me tell you about hard work. Let me tell you about dedication and what it takes to have a good work ethic. He showed me, and he showed me for decades, and I'll be grateful for that for the rest of my life, and can hope I can pass on even a percentage of that to the people that watch me and how I work. My dad came from a hardworking, blue collar immigrant Polish family from southwestern Pennsylvania. They survived mine collapses. They worked 7 days a week. They worked as probably the most integral part of what their lives were growing up. After going to Seton Hall University as one of the first family members to go to college, I'm sure my father had a 3-decade career at AT&T and worked very hard to develop it, starting in the mailroom, literally classic traditional business story. Started pushing a mail cart, delivering mail, and worked his way up to, in the end, a supervisor within the Treasury Department. And I remember growing up, it was watching my dad and how hard he worked. He would get up extremely early in the morning. No doubt we were all sleeping. And he would get dressed, have his breakfast, put his suit on. Back then, yes, everybody wore suits to work. And he would drive about a good 15, 20 minutes to the train station. He would then take the train for probably well over an hour to another train that would take him from the border of New Jersey into Manhattan. And from there, he'd either walk or take a subway to the building he worked in. And he would then do the same exact thing on the way home and get home probably right around or after dinner time. Oftentimes he would be tired on the trip home and fall asleep, and my mom would have to pick him up at a train station further down the line than where we lived. And he did that for well over a decade when he first started, when he was working in Manhattan. And I still remember that when he would come home exhausted after days like that, and we're talking day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, 8 years in, and he would still have time to play with us. He would come in and put his bag down and take his suit jacket off, and we'd be waiting there for him. And he'd chase us around the house, pretend to be a monster, and almost catch us, but never did. And he would do that every single night, no matter how tired, no matter how good or bad his day was. My dad would do that. And I saw my dad work that way for pretty much my entire life. And like I said, he never had to tell me. He never had to grandstand it. He didn't have to give me any lessons verbally. He just did it, and I watched. And I try and model myself after that. I always think that I'll never be able to achieve what my father has in terms of the person he's become and the dad that he is. But I do my best every day to be that. So for all you hardworking dads out there that want to remember that your kids are watching and see how you work and see how you live your life, have a great Father's Day, and I hope you have a wonderful day with your families.